I've created a lot of recipes on this channel, and I'm not even kidding when I say I think this is in the top 3. That's including the cookies, including the brownies. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a copycat recipe, my version of the Starbucks iced lemon loaf. If you've ever had this from Starbucks before, you know that it is absolutely delicious, but unfortunately it's high in calories with very little protein. My version is the complete opposite. It's loaded with protein and it's low calorie and it's 100% just as delicious as the original. It is ideal for any weight loss plan, any main gaining plan, and definitely any shredding plan. It is also available in my Craving Crusher cookbook with 90 plus other recipes. It's available in the description box down below. If you already purchased the cookbook, you got this recipe early. I put the recipes in the cookbook before I release the videos here on YouTube. Nice little perk there. 90 plus recipes, all delicious, same foods, better choices. First link in the description box down below. But with no further ado, let's get things started by having a look at the ingredients. Here we go. All-purpose flour, a vanilla-based whey casein blend, Jell-O lemon pudding mix, Swerve, granular, baking powder, baking soda, salt, egg whites, 1 egg, vanilla extract, lemon extract, I can't believe it's not butter, the light one, 1 lemon, Swerve, confectioners, plain non-fat Greek yogurt, whipped topping, milk. This is another one of those magical recipes where we're mixing together some dry ingredients, we're mixing together some wet ingredients, and we're combining the two for some high protein deliciousness. Let's get things started here by mixing together our dry ingredients first. First dry ingredient is going to be 120 grams of our all-purpose flour. Then 66 grams of our vanilla-based whey casein blend, or you can use just casein. Then it's 1 whole box or 28 grams of our zero sugar Jell-O lemon pudding mix. Apologies to, I think it's my UK folks who can't get this over there, probably because of all the artificial colors and whatever else that you're not allowed to have in your food that for some reason we are, but that could all be changing soon, but who knows. But anyway, sorry if you guys can't get this. I would just add in more all-purpose flour if you don't have this, and maybe, I don't know, when we get to it, squeeze a little bit extra lemon, but I digress. 1 whole box of the zero sugar Jell-O lemon pudding mix going in. Then 30 grams of our 0 calorie sweetener. In this case, we're using Swerve granular. Then it's 4 grams of the baking powder, not baking soda, baking powder. But we'll get to the baking soda in a second. Here, 4 grams baking powder. As promised, the baking soda, 3 grams of it. And our last dry ingredient is going to be 2 grams of the one ingredient to rule them all, salt. Then we're going to give that a quick mix or sift using our whisk. Dry ingredients done. Now we move on to the wet ingredients. So I just wanted to break in real quick here to remind you to smash the like button. Consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. Only half of you that watch my videos are actually subscribed. Going for 100,000 subscribers this year, so why not be one of them? I know you love delicious recipes or you wouldn't have clicked on this one. Be part of the party, get all the recipes, watch all the old ones, eat good, high protein, delicious foods. Why not? And why don't you tell me in the comment section, to boost the algorithm of course, what's better, lemonade or iced tea? Let me know. That'll confuse the heck out of everybody that doesn't watch this far into the video. So write iced tea, lemonade, comment section, which one do you prefer? All right, back to the video. First wet ingredient is going to be 1 whole egg. Whatever egg you have, as long as it's a whole egg, works here, but just use 1 of them. 92 grams of egg whites. Whew, 92 grams, on the money. Then we need 28 grams of our I can't believe it's not butter, the light one, which we're gonna put into a microwave safe container and microwave to soften for 10 seconds. How could I forget? Negative scale measuring system. And through the magic of editing, light butter, microwaved and softened for 10 seconds. Now, of course, we add it into the mixing bowl. Running a little low on this one. Let's see if we don't have to go to the backup. We need 4 grams of the vanilla extract. It was close. There might be a drop or two left in here, but we did get exactly 4 grams. And by the way, if you're new to the channel here, little secret on pouring vanilla extract, use a toothpick when you first open it, poke a hole in the center. Much easier to measure out on a scale. There you go, tip of the day. OGs, you already know about that one, but don't want anyone feeling left out. Done with the vanilla extract. But we are back with more extract because we need 8 grams of our lemon extract. Now we're gonna squeeze 1 lemon into the wet ingredients. You can use one of those fancy juice presses that I do have, but not gonna bother with it here because, to be perfectly honest, it doesn't make that much of a difference on the amount of juice that you get out of it using that, at least if you've been exercising. If you're not exercising, use the press, but if you've been exercising for a while, might as well get a little forearm work in here. We're gonna cut this in half, squeeze all of it into our wet ingredients, and then we'll move on. I think I shot some of the first half onto the tripod, but not a big deal. Won't make a difference. This is still gonna be lemony deliciousness. And our last wet ingredient for now is going to be 180 grams of the plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Negative scale measuring system. And after the finger scrape down, and what's left there on the spoon, we have 180 grams of the plain non-fat Greek yogurt. Exactly. Then of course you want to mix together your wet ingredients. Really try to get a good mix. Mix until you think you've mixed enough, and then mix some more, and try to break up the Greek yogurt along the side of your mixing bowl just so you get a nice even blend. Wet ingredients done. Now we're going to combine the dry ingredients with the wet ingredients, and we'll of course be doing that in 3 separate batches. Batch number 1. Batch number 2. And of course, batch number 3. And once you've mixed the batter together just until you no longer see any dry ingredients, not any more than that, you are done, and it will look like this. This will be the consistency. We are now ready to transfer this over into a loaf pan that has been lined with parchment paper. So let's do that. Don't have to be as crazy as me when you level it out, but try to get it as level as you can, corner to corner, all around, just like this. We're ready to go. We can now start the baking process, which we're gonna put into our preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for 40 to 45 minutes. We're gonna turn it at the halfway point, 180 degrees within the oven. Let it finish baking. We're gonna take it out, give it the old toothpick test. See if it's cooked all the way through. That's how you know when it's done. Let's get it in the oven now and get this deliciousness over to the taste test table. While we're waiting for our loaf to finish baking up, let's get a head start on making our frosting. We're gonna start here with 33 grams of our vanilla-based whey casein blend. Then we need 15 grams of our Swerve confectioners or 0-calorie confectioner sugar. We'll give those 2 ingredients a quick mix. Then we need to add our milk, and this is going to depend on which type of whey casein or just casein protein powder that you use. I would add about 10 grams at a time until you find the frosting consistency that I'm about to show you. I know for me, using PE Science, it takes 50 grams exactly, but if you're using casein only, it's gonna require more milk because the casein will absorb more of the liquid, as will some other blends that are a different ratio. So I would say add 10 grams at a time until you get that frosting consistency. I'll show you what it looks like here. For me, I know it's going to be exactly 50 grams to give me the perfect frosting deliciousness consistency. And once you have this type of consistency, you're almost done. Honestly, you could probably just put this on top of the loaf and it would still taste almost 100% delicious. But once we add our next 2 ingredients, it's really going to up the level of the deliciousness of the frosting. We're gonna add some whipped topping first. And we're 95% of the way there. One thing I recommend you do is one final step on the frosting is to add just a few drops of vanilla extract. It's going to help take that cooling sensation taste out of the Swerve confectioners and make it a little more like actual frosting. This works wonders. And once you have this thick but not too runny frosting consistency, you are done. And now we just wait for the baking process to complete. And after exactly 45 minutes, I've taken the loaf out of the oven. It smells oh so delicious. Do you want to see what it looks like? You want to see what it looks like. Let's have you see what it looks like. And there it is, cooked in all of its absolute deliciousness. We need to let it set in the pan for another 10 minutes just to be safe. Let's do our toothpick test right in the center. Pull it out there. And what do we got? Nice and clean. 10 minutes in the pan, 10 minutes on a cooling rack. We'll add the icing, slice it up, and then it's time to eat. Back at the taste test table yet again to try another copycat recipe, our version of the Starbucks iced lemon loaf. Looks similar, tastes similar, the macros completely different, which we'll go over in a little bit here, but I think we need to appreciate how much this looks like the original, and I think I need to give you a close-up. I have two of the slices here, pretty heavy carrying them over here, little dense. But it looks just like the original one from Starbucks, and it is just as delicious, if I'm being honest, even though I haven't tried it yet. I've obviously tried it before. Let me give you a close-up look of what it looks like. So don't want to get frosting on this beautiful Celtic sweatshirt. Give you a close-up look. So look at that. That's the inside. That's the thickness of it. It might even be thicker than the actual Starbucks version. Our wonderful, wonderful, wonderful protein icing on top there. So amazing, so delicious. This, my friends, high protein, low calorie snack is going to be your new meal prep of choice. You can just throw out your protein bars now. Carry this back over so we don't scratch the table. And here we are, this beautiful slice. Beautiful, beautiful slice. I can't resist anymore. Let's give it a try. We're gonna go bottom, no frosting, just to get an idea of what the actual loaf would taste like. Again, I already know, but for theatrical purposes only. So moist. Can we say that word? Very moist. So authentic. Very lemony. Very sweet. But the real joy is when you get a bite with that icing in it, like this. It's my own recipe and I'm speechless. It's so good. There is no way you're not having one of these 7 slices and not being satisfied after a snack. This other one is here for theatrical purposes only. I'm not going to eat this because I'm not going to need it. And to be honest, there's plenty of protein just in this one slice here, and obviously plenty of volume. I'll flash up the macros here so you can see exactly what's in it. As you can see, it's less than half the calories of our original Starbucks iced lemon loaf. It is at least double the protein, I think a little bit more, almost 2.5 times, maybe a little less of the protein that's in the original. And this is an absolute game changer. You want to have this for breakfast, have it for breakfast. You could have 2 slices maybe then if you wanted to feel full after breakfast. You could honestly probably stick with 1 and you'd be okay to get you to lunch. That's how satisfying and solid these are right here. I've reviewed a lot of recipes on this channel. I've created a lot of recipes on this channel, and I'm not even kidding when I say I think this is in the top 3 at worst. This is number 3 at worst. That's including the cookies, including the brownies, all the versions. This here is an absolute masterpiece, if I do say so myself. I need you to try this one. I want you to come back to the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. I want to hear it. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't think I am. This is 100% pure deliciousness. You won't be disappointed. Want you to try it. If you do, come back to the comment section. Let me know how it turned out for you, but it's getting to be about that time. So much so that I don't have time to finish this on camera, but I certainly will off camera, but I'll see you in the next one.